What is up, everybody? My name is Ryder Renegade, and today we're going to be doing a modified ZhuZhu Pet thing. I don't know really how to title this as well, because this is my first time recording a video on modifying a ZhuZhu Pet, and I still don't know what to title this really. I might just properly title this after I finish recording this and editing, if it goes well, of course. So I'm going to be modifying a ZhuZhu Pet. Well, I'm going to be using two ZhuZhu Pets for this modification process. The main zoo in question of the modification process will be Ryder. For those that don't know, or already know, Ryder is a Rockstar ZhuZhu Pet, and the prototype design of Ryder originally had a black nose button. When it got released alongside Roxy, Pax, and Kingston, they all had pink noses. Roxy also was with a black nose during I don't know, hold up, I don't know how to word this properly. Roxy also had a black nose as well, with the prototype images, same with Ryder. There was also a prototype image with Kingston with a black nose, and also Pax with a yellow nose, but those were not shown in checklists or anything like that. Ryder and Roxy were iconic with black noses as prototype designs, alongside with Diesel, Bamboo, and Hank, but they were all released with the standard pink nose like every single ZhuZhu Pet released as a hamster or a Rockstar. Most of the black noses were only available for Wild Bunches and Kung Zoos, and other series that are also in the ZhuZhu Pet line that also fall in with a standard pink nose or black noses. I'm going to be modifying my duplicate Ryder that I got from the thrift store to have a black nose with this ZhuZhu that I got a long time ago. I wouldn't say really long ago, but I feel pretty old by saying a long time ago, but this almost 2 years ago with Clicker and Wrinkles to switch this black nose and have it on Ryder. Now, if you want to know how the image looks like properly on Ryder with a black nose, here it is. Now, I've always wanted to get Ryder with a black nose ever since I first heard about him. Well, her, actually. I thought Ryder was a boy. Haven't we all thought about that? But then when I saw that Ryder made girly sounds and also had a heart as a birthmark, I pretty much figured that he was a she. But hey, we can pretty much call any ZhuZhu Pets from any gender we want, and that's perfectly valid. Now, for this modification process, you're going to need is a screwdriver, any type of use to pick on some things. I'll explain why. I'll be using an advanced floss pick, or however it's pronounced, but you can get these at Target or CVS. You can use any other tool for this, because we'll be using this specific tool for a specific reason. Now, for those that don't know, most ZhuZhu Pets, their skins are either glued in with a short rim, actually, and it's glued into the exoskeleton, or they're either latched inside the exoskeleton with a longer coat, and it's all hooped in with a bunch of hooks that are inside the exoskeleton. Now, for this reason, I'm going to be using this. I also recommend would use a flathead or any other thin object that can hook onto something and then latch off from it. I would not recommend using fingers, because fingers are pretty big and it would possibly slip out, especially with all the hard work that you'll be doing when you first get in through the code reader and battery compartment. Now, Ryder, I would not be unscrewing, actually, as I'm going to be skinning this normally, like every other ZhuZhu Pet, and then put it on to ZhuZhu's exoskeleton and code reader and battery compartment. So, once I finish basically modifying this Ryder to have a black nose, Ryder's going to have ZhuZhu sounds, and for the ZhuZhu off camera, I'm just going to basically give it Ryder sounds and then give it a pink nose with the ear tag on. Now, before anyone says, "No, you're going to ruin a ZhuZhu with an awesome ear tag and stuff like that," these are my ZhuZhu Pets, and I am going to be responsible for any damages that could happen. I'm not going to plan to do anything damaging-wise, so I will be careful with the yellow wires of the speaker and everything else that's all nice like that. Now, I'm going to remember that this is Ryder's wheel box, because it has a pearly white color, and this will be ZhuZhu's wheel box because it has hamster embroidered into it because it's a UK model. Now, I'm going to first unscrew ZhuZhu's battery compartment first, so then I could show you what it's like inside of an exoskeleton whose skin is actually latched onto it from the inside. Just be right back. Alright, as you can tell, I've already removed the battery compartment. Now, I'm not going to cut off this wire, as this will make the ZhuZhu Pet not make any sounds or amplify anything. Now another thing that I also want to note out is also the nose shell. As you can tell, ZhuZhu's nose shell is pretty shiny and glossy, while Ryder's nose shell is like rough. Now, this is also another thing on like how the ZhuZhu Pet nose molds are like made. Some of them are shiny and some of them are rough. Those can also indicate like whether they'll have like their own unique sounds or the original sounds of other ZhuZhu Pets. This is most likely commonly known from like Kunzus from Giochi Preziosi compared to others of character options in the UK. Now, those nose shells are actually also important if you want to like switch in the nose and like from the exoskeleton to another exoskeleton. That's not possible and conjoinable with like two separate different nose molds. They'll have to be the same, because for ones that are rough, they are like not triangle pawns, but like little circular prongs that are connected between the exoskeleton, while the ones that are smooth, they're all like triangular and then like fits in with like little grooves, so they're not interchangeable unless it's the same nose mold. Now, since I already got ZhuZhu's exoskeleton thing removed, now I can finally put this nose back inside, because it's going to be important to keep that inside while we put this all back together. Now, this is when I get my little floss thing, so then I could hook on to ZhuZhu's coat and then like unlatch it off from the hooks that are inside the exoskeleton. Now, this will be like a little bit of a tough process because I'm holding a phone at the same time. So I'll be right back as well. Alright, so I already skinned ZhuZhu, and here's his little skin husk thing. It looks very unnerving. Will I be plushifying this? Most likely. Will I either make it another, like a pink nose variant like the normal rare ZhuZhu? Most likely not, I don't know. But yeah, so that won't be needed anymore. And now you already got this. Then I already managed to put back the code reader and battery compartment back inside. I just gotta then screw it back. But now you got your own husk, your exoskeleton with a black nose, ready to be swapped out with the Ryder. Now for Ryder, her skin is glued in from the exoskeleton, so pretty much you can easily peel it off as best as you can. And of course, I'll be doing this off camera, or you know what? Actually, no, this is actually quite easy now that I think about it, compared to unhooking the skin of ZhuZhu from the exoskeleton here. And as you can tell, the exoskeleton has 4 hooks on the inside which connect with the skin. I don't know whether I'm gonna have to unscrew Ryder's battery compartment so I can get this part of the skin, or try pulling it off as best as I can without unscrewing it, which I think I got that. Maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, pretty much the next process will be to skin Ryder and then put it back in here. Will I be gluing it back? Maybe. But yeah, I'll be doing this off camera, and then I'll show you the process on how it's gonna be all put in together. And here's Ryder's skin, which we'll be not using actually for this next part. Now here's Ryder's skin. Just know that the eyes are also glued in, so you're also gonna want to pry the eyes out of the little sockets, and then pretty much make sure they don't fall off the skin like my TZ husk. So yeah, that's another thing to point out. Now the next process, and most likely final, will be to just attach it into the skin. Now the nose hole will have like a bit of stuffing put into it, so you may want to like, you know, shove it in with like the tool that you'll be using. I'll be still using my floss that I'll be using to stuff the stuffing in back to the muzzle, like how I did with like the unhooking for ZhuZhu's skin. And we should pretty much be done here, and I'll see you guys once it's finished. And now, the final reveal for the modification. Voila! It looks very weird, I know. It's like very uncomfortable to see compared to like the original Ryder, which I have mine right here. But here she is, Ryder with a black nose. Will I be testing this right now? Actually, yeah, I'll be testing it. So yeah, as you can tell, the skin, I will try seeing a way if I can try, you know, attaching this and also shoving it from like the crevices without having to unscrew anything. But I'll be testing out to see if I'll just say if they actually still work. Okay, still works. Alright, perfect. So yeah, I modified a rider and made her have a black nose. Feels weird now, actually, now just looking at it, but it'll grow from time to time. I'm just gonna put that back. Yeah, what the hell? But yeah, here she is. Black nose rider. Now, I've always wanted a black nose rider. Well, just rider in general with a black nose when I first saw her. But now I can eventually create one on my own. And finally, it's a dream come true. I made my first black nose modified prototype variant. What will I be doing with that ZhuZhu huts back there? I am not 100% sure. But I'll think about what I'm gonna do. But yeah, that's Black Nose Rider. What do you guys think? Do you prefer Rider with a black nose, or with the standard pink ZhuZhu Pet nose that every zoo has? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this, and if you guys want to try modifying yourself some zoos like this, let me know what zoos you want to modify or anything like that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality?
Wait for it.